Hello. Well, as promised, I am here at the ferry terminal. Did not make the ferry. So I will be making the next ferry coming up. So that is that. Um, but I am in the ferry line and I would turn this camera around to show you, but there's all these cars with license plates and I just don't feel good about putting somebody's license plate up on there that didn't ask for that. So I'm not going to do that. So, hi, hello, everybody who was watching. I see we've got Kim Moon Whisper. Hello, I see you in the chat. And I know that some others were coming in, but this is a time that most people are going to get off of work and head home. So I understand that this may not be the right time. But welcome to Fairy Confessions. What I'm going to be using this time for is finding little topics that we kind of deal with maybe on the daily, deal with in our personal life, deal with in, relationships, friendships, things of that nature. It could be all different kinds of topics, things that we're going through. And the goal is generally it's a 20-minute crossing between the mainland here and to my little island of Whitby. So I'm like, we've got 20 minutes. We got 20 minutes. I and some friends were talking yesterday, talking about negativity, and how it can really be such an energy suck to us, and all of that. And I'm finding that as a YouTuber, as a vlogger, as somebody who makes content, um, on two different channels, and actually it was three, and one has gone underground for a while, until things change out there. And I don't want to get hung up on political stuff because I think that we've all been barraged by political stuff enough that we all just basically want to throw up. Also, I've got opinions, and I'm sure that my opinions are not popular to everybody. A vast majority of my viewers are like minded. So I appreciate you and welcome and thank you and all those things. But although I could chew your ear off about politics, I will just not. Mainly because I am not a political commentator, and sometimes I struggle with articulation in regards to, how things are said or certain terms. And so I'm not going to do that to myself, and I'm certainly not going to do that to you. So now we are 4 minutes in, and something that I promised in regards to this is that at 20 minutes, I'm stopping, whether I finish the thought or not. And later on, when we do have guests, they better get it all out because we will stop exactly at 20 minutes. So, what I wanted to talk about today is one, I wanted to get your suggestions. So, please, in the comments, when this, either if you're watching live or if you are watching the replay, please, please, please give me a comment in regards to what you want to talk about. Is there a topic out there that's burning with inside you that you just need to get out so that we can smash it? Let's chat, let's talk, let's do the things, right? Okay, today we're going to talk about negativity. And I'm going to talk about it in as it pertains to relationships, as it pertains to um, YouTube. YouTube as a content creator, I have found that on two different channels, two active channels right now, there is such a clickbait, shock value situation out there that it is very, very difficult to compete with those other channels that make like thumbnails that are just like, you wouldn't believe it. And then like a scary face or whatever to get people to watch these things. It's we just seem as human beings seem to love the drama. Is there not enough drama that we'd have to sit here and literally go through YouTube and it's like every little thing. And then when you go and you click on the video, it really had nothing to do with that, or it was at the very end and still not much of nothing. It just seems crazy. Hey, Julie B, how you doing? Nice to see you. Um, so I want to talk a little bit about that. I have found, that I, I am not that kind of channel. I think going through the big 5-0 and dealing with, my own stuff that I have, either it be transitioning out of the insurance realm of careers into the travel advisor realm is a lot, and a lot of training, a lot of studying, a lot of energy that is spent there. We have, stuff going on with families. Everybody has stuff going on with families. Everybody has stuff going on with health stuff, home stuff, pet stuff, work stuff, travel stuff. Like, good God, do we also need it here for entertainment purposes? I am one of those people that really, really loves to watch Housewives, and I started that in the pandemic. Let me tell you why. Because one, I wanted to see what they were wearing. I wanted to see how they lived. And the fact that they are complaining about the minute things makes me just want to laugh at them. Then I started realizing that this is a social experiment here. And the voyeur in me wanted to see how they reacted to certain social situations, as it pertained to group dynamics, how it pertained to getting a job done or a goal that they wanted to reach, or how they just interact with each other socially. Because I grew up in California and I understand the whole mean girl mentality. Not to say that I was one, because I don't think I ever really was. I never had one click. I was one of those people that kind of had several little clicks that I would just check in with. And, I don't know. High school was a very different experience. Hi, babe. How you doing? This is my bear. So I just, for me, with the housewives, I wanted to, it's a social experiment for me. It's interesting how they navigate through some stuff. And I start to realize that this then equates, not that I just realized that by watching it, but it equates to like, um, work, relationships with work people, relationships in social aspects, so like if it within your community or things of that nature. And it was a way for me to understand the inner tickings and also see where other people's thought processes are, because when we're in our own head, we only see what we see. We only believe what we believe. We can only look from our perspective. So it's nice to get somebody else's perspective sometimes to try to navigate through some stuff. So with the housewives, it's very interesting to me. And I've watched several different cast members. And let me just tell you, I like some casts more than others. But that's why I did it. I'm not necessarily coming to YouTube for that crap. I as this or me as this channel, and also for Bear and I on the Pirate and I, we're trying to bring some vlogging, some introspection on our personal lives. I want to bring the garden to you. I want to take you with me to like sacred spaces. I want to bring community together. It is really, really important for me to do those types of things. I've never been much of a how-toer or I don't know. I've never been a YouTube how-toer, mainly because I'm not a teacher, but I can show you what I do. I can show you what I do and we can talk about it. I'm more of a community person where it's important to just connect with people, like-minded people, and share experiences. Um, One of the major reasons why, I started Sabbath Social. But with this world that we are living in right now, um, obviously. Politics is, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, like, if if I was a Christian again, I would think this is end of times. Like, this got to be end of times, right? With what we are going through. And no, you are not trying to get up on this ferry right now. Is there another ferry here? There is. Okay, they're letting off. So you may see me driving a little bit, but please, what the heck is going on with people in general? People being real grumpy and real negative in regards to just the grocery store, in line, everywhere. Um, Even just driving around, it feels like Christmas, Black Friday, crazy intensity. And I'm like, it is not that deep, y'all. It is just not that deep. But I'm so saddened, I think, by me as a content creator wanting to do so much. I want to give so much. I want to communicate. I want to just bring stuff to you, but it feels like you don't get the views. You don't get the attention unless your house is burning down and your kids are crying on the curb and there's blood gushing from everywhere. Why is that? Can somebody please answer this for me? We're at 12 minutes. We're at 12 minutes, almost 13. Somebody answer this for me. What is the problem? Is it a situation where it is like chemical now, chemistry within us, that we really just need that ramp up? The what do you call it? It's not endorphins, but it's like stress. There you go. Okay, Julie. Julie says, "Sorry, I've been supporting anti-Scientology movement." Ah, okay, I got you. Uh huh. That is a thing. Go, Leah Remini. I'm on her side. On her side all the time. In fact, because of that you just mentioned there, I have a real hard time. I love Mission Impossible, but I won't go to the movie theater to watch no Mission Impossible because I will not support that man. I will not support that man. I will have to watch it streaming somewhere that I didn't pay for it. I'm that person. I am that person. But what's wrong? What is wrong? There is enough stuff for us to fight about. And I'm not saying let's all just get along for the sake of getting along. What I'm saying is life is freaking hard enough. Why do we have to tear each other down? YouTube videos. Last night was watching one just tearing us down. I'm not going to name names or whatever, but basically a certain path in witchcraft just isn't seen as valid. And I was like, wow, I don't understand the need. Oh, here comes the thing. Now I got to drive. Here we go. Here we go. You're going to have to see my wheels. You want to see my steering wheel. I'm still here. So, yes, hi. This is why I wanted to do this actually on the ferry, but there was traffic today. So, why does it have to be like this? Why does it have to be like this? Why do certain channels get all of the attention because they blew something up and they freaked out and they got all angry and mad about all the things and it ruffled people's feathers or whatever? But then something else that's super nice and kind and positive and helpful is like gets ignored. What is it about us, not necessarily Americans, because I feel like this is a global crisis? What has happened to us that we need to have this level of drama for every interaction? It's awful. Is it not awful? It's awful. Okay, I'm loading on. Getting on this ferry now. Here I go. I almost feel like you guys should see the other way around. Can I turn my camera around? I don't even know if I can. I won't. But getting on the ferry, look, water to the side of me, water to the other side of me. Here we go. Ferry time. But what is it? It is happening everywhere. And yes, it's awful. I'm finding that I am doing um, back to like healing meditations again, where I need to, before I go to sleep, just to unwind, just to get back to like healing chakra energies of, something, just something. I've got adaptogens right now. Instead of drinking a bunch of wine, I got the, what do you call it? The apothecary adaptogens, just so that I could, I don't know, get a reprieve a little bit. I mean, I don't want to cope with alcohol. That's not a look to do any of that. It's not a look at all. But what in the world are we supposed to do? There's only so much meditation we can do. I'm trying to find a good spot for me here. Um, there's only so much meditation we can do. There's only so much of, counseling we can sign up for. Like, dang, it's getting bad out there. Can we not just simply see that everybody has got something going on, and we do not need this level of stress? It's awful. So how do you stay then informed with what's going on in the world locally, um, locally, nationally, and internationally? How do you do that and not get beat down? You need the information, but it's like it will take a big chunk out of your sanity. You better believe it. You better believe it'll take a big chunk out of your sanity. So, what do you do to calm down? Are there any suggestions out there at all? And like I said in the beginning of this video, if this is probably going to be a weekly or a bi weekly thing, and I want to hear from you. What are we talking about next time? What are we going to talk about next time? 17 minutes, almost 18. It shuts off here soon. Calm down. Haha. What is that anymore? Yeah, seriously. What is that? Calm down. We know we need to because our adrenals are shot. Our adrenals are shot, so much so that people aren't sleeping the way that they used to. We are also having so much stress that is manifesting in physical ways, a lot of people going through that. So we're not sleeping. We're not eating right because we're shoving everything in our faces that makes us somewhat feel good, because that's a stress response in order to do whatever we can to just get through. You can phone a friend. You can try to call a hotline before those get shut down. You can do all that. Yes. I think every office in LA knows me. I live in Ohio. Oh, sweet pea. That's another thing. We talk about, the negative and all that stuff. You got those friends that, the one. The one. You call them, you're just checking in, and it's wah, 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 wah. And you're just like, hi, I'm just checking on you. I want to see how you're doing. And it's sad times all the time. Like they're never happy, ever. Like, we get it. We know you're sad, the things. What you doing about it? What you gonna do about it? Because a lot of those things that we're going through, we do have a choice. We do have a choice. Some of those things are thrust upon us, absolutely, but it is our choice and our responsibility to respond accordingly. We can make it worse by adding on to the negativity pile, or we can make it better and just not respond to the negativity, instead lead with your heart. That is my wish. That is my hope. And that's our 20 minutes.